I can't do the whole 30 seconds, man. I mean,
No, I got you.
I feel like I'm about to like go into a Zen garden or something. So
it's lulling you to sleep.
Yes.
We'll explain that later. But okay, so it's been several shows, but this is our next episode of Sports Talk Therapy, and I'm Isaac with Fun Football Podcast. Matt, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing really good, man. How you doing today?
Awesome. It was great. It's my first day back from spring break. I'm a teacher. Uh, we have, dude, I'm so excited. We have Jomier Augustine, um, linebacker from Southeastern University and Florida State University NFL Draft Prospect on the show. Dude, how are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing very well. How y'all doing?
Doing
Awesome,
great.
man. We're
Yes, sir.
excited, man.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
Before I'm gonna do better. I with Carl Smith, I forgot he was on a couple weeks ago. I forgot to do this at the beginning. Before we get going with all the stuff that people can expect, which is talking about your draft process, I've got some questions for college for you. I know he's done a ton of research as well. But can you tell everybody where to find you and what social media you've got really quick?
Really, I just have Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter at official Jameer, and then
Okay.
on Instagram at King Jameer.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So like I said, I'm super excited, dude. Watching your highlights, man, you like to lay the hit. That was fun to watch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt. Yeah, I just bring a lot of emotion when I play. I like to use that every single play though.
So can you fill everybody in? So tell us about your college career. You played at Southeastern last year. Um, tell us about your college career. Where all have you played?
It's been a journey, but just a blessing in disguise. Like I told y'all, I originally started coming out of high school. I was heavily recruited. I had a couple D1 offers, but I was originally committed to Army. I'm a military background. My parents were in the military. My mom was in the Marines. My dad was in the Army, and my brother was in the Army. So growing up, I just been traveling, moving around a lot. Stationed everywhere, Fort Huachuca in Arizona, Fort Gordon, Augusta, just different places. I just learned to adapt to any environment. But just leading out, I decided I didn't want to go through the Army background, go through with the Army West Point. So I wanted to take a different college atmosphere. So I ended up going to Howard University in Washington, D.C. And it was very well. I came in as a true freshman. I started every single game as a true freshman at linebacker, inside linebacker, and just coming in, just learning the ropes. Just playing big games. It had put a different feel on my intellectual and what I really want to be as a football player. I remember my first big game I ever played in was playing in the Colts Stadium in Indianapolis. That was one of the blessings because I made a lot of plays and I was able to just to see where all my hard work came to intuition. And then moving forward, toward the end of the season, my mom got breast cancer, so I decided I wanted to move closer to home. So I ended up moving to Kennesaw State, which is about 45 minutes from Atlanta, about 30 minutes from Atlanta. So I was down there, had a great year. It was COVID season, so we were going through a lot of that adversity. So we really didn't have a season. So we ended up having a spring season, and I just I had ended up tearing my had a little partial tear in my pectoral during benching. But I wanted to go through with it. So during the spring season, I told the coach I was gonna go with the surgery, and ended up just foregoing it and telling them that I can't go through with the season. And I ended up just saying that I needed to get the surgery. And about 2 weeks later, they said I wasn't a part of the football team no more. So I was put in a whole bind. So I wanted to go ahead and finish my degree. That was always my goal, just to finish my degree. So I ended up going to Tallahassee, Florida State. So that's how I ended up at Florida State. I have family down there in Bainbridge, Georgia. It's about 30 minutes away. But I ended up going down there in Tallahassee to get my bachelor's degree in business. I went there for about 7 months, 8 months as a regular student. But I still wanted to play. I still had the dreams, the intuition to play NFL, and I always had it. So I decided to use all the film I had, and go to Carson Newman. Carson Newman picked me up out of the transfer portal,
Mhm.
and Carson Newman was a great experience. I was able to get deeper in my faith, get closer to God. That's been my biggest thing. Just being able to understand day to day life. What does it mean to be a true Christian? And when I was at Carson Newman, I played very well. I ended up being newcomer of the year finalist. Played a lot of big games, and toward the end of the season, I was battling through coaching. I'm always battling through coaching staff. I guess that's everybody's norm. Battling through coaching staff, injuries, this day to day life. But toward the end of the season, we had a whole new staff moving from Navy. They came in, and everything was good because I've never been a bad character kid. I always did everything. I always had great grades. I always came to class. Like I always been a good kid. So I decided just gonna ride through it like I always do. So I ended up just riding through it through the spring and everything was well. But I just wasn't comfortable in Tennessee. I needed a new environment. I'm a grad guy. Like I'm an older guy. I'm 24 years old. I told myself I was gonna do my last year and be comfortable. So I wasn't comfortable in Tennessee. So I decided to just hit the portal for one more last time, and that's how I ended up at Southeastern. And Southeastern, that alone was a great blessing in disguise. I love Southeastern because it not only grow my faith too, but just the people around the area. Lakeland's a different part of Florida. It's not like Miami or Tampa, but it's going to give you a great family vibe, and I really appreciate that from Southeastern. And so as Southeastern went through, I had played very well through the season. Ended up getting all conference honors, and then get invited to the FCS Bowl and the Tropical Bowl. And I'm here now, and it's just a blessing.
That's awesome,
And
man.
and doing some research on you and everything like that, I
Yes,
did
sir.
know that your mom was in the Marines and your dad and your brother were both in the Army, and I'm pretty sure there was a little bit of a, I wouldn't say rivalry, but which branch is better and everything like that. And I do know who one of your favorite football players of all time is, but talking about your mother who battled breast cancer, I personally have also had a very important. My grandmother battled both breast cancer twice, actually. And, as far as that goes, I mean, that takes a toll and actually will harden you a little bit. How do you think that has really helped you as far as in your preparation on how you prepare for things sometimes?
I mean, like you were saying, my mom's a two-time breast cancer survivor too, as well. So I'm sorry to hear that, but um, I feel like just her her drive. Her day to day life is not is different. She's a nurse now, but like just when she had breast cancer, it was just different. Just seeing her go through it, especially with chemo. But just her drive and what it really means. That's really been my driving force, my mom, because I seen her go through a lot of different stuff, and I seen how she's able to navigate through a lot of different things and stay strong as a strong woman. And seeing that's a blessing. And not only because people don't have their moms, and that makes me more comfortable just to be able to talk to her and be able to understand what she's going through, and that helps me every single day just to keep going, keep pushing.
And we do actually have and that's awesome. There's also another guy that wants to give you a shout out real quick. This is Peter,
Good call, man.
living for Jesus Christ is his Twitter tag. And, looking at, he's just wanting to say, he's really thinks it's really cool that you are like pronouncing the fact that you are a believer in Christ, which I think is really cool too. So, shout out to that. Ball junkie, amen. The moms are the real heroes. Not gonna lie about that either. So
Jones is my other co-host. He's watching. And Peter, this is Peter right here. He's messaging me on the side. He's like, this guy's awesome, man.
yeah,
I gotta say, with everything going on, the fact that you're still following your passion, that is, man, that's not only commendable, but I'm sorry to hear about your mom, but man, you were doing amazing.
I
Seriously.
mean, she's a survivor. I mean, that's
Yeah,
good.
man.
You know,
Yeah,
no,
it's
exactly.
the
I know.
journey's
No,
rough.
I know.
She
The
good.
journey
Yeah.
was rough, but yeah, she's
Yeah,
a
shout out to
sweetheart.
my mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
man.
that's what's up.
Exactly.
So another thing I read up on you is that you have an MBA and specializing in sports management as well. If this actually does not work, we're hoping it does. Are you thinking about possibly becoming a future sports agent?
I get that a lot.
Well, as soon as I read that, I was like, oh,
Nah,
okay.
I definitely get that a lot. With my MBA, I feel I can do a lot of different things. Not only my main goal is to go to NFL. That's been my main goal. But
Yes.
having my MBA as a good platform for myself and my leadership. But I can do a lot of different things, like you said, be a sports agent. Have my own brand. I actually have my own clothing brand that a lot of people wear in my in Atlanta. It's called 2% Lifestyle. It's basically means to get 2% better every single day. I've been starting it since I was about ninth grade at Collinsville High School. And I just grown with it ever since then. People just been wearing my clothing, but I got a little pause on it right now during the draft process. But uh, what else can I do? It's a lot of different things I could do, but I feel like right now is my main focus is to get to the NFL.
I like
Heck
that.
yeah, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
another thing that I've always told people, like I was talking to my wife, and she actually has a question that I will ask you a little bit later. And I was like, because as I was walking up here, I quickly grabbed like a cup of noodle because literally that's all the time I had to actually eat something. And the number 20, we all have a reason why we pick a number that we wear in the game. What is the reason that you went with number 20?
Okay, so number 20 is when I wore at Carson Newman. That was just a number that I really like getting back into it. I really didn't care what number they gave me, so I came in. That was after I left Florida State. I just told them whatever number y'all want me to play in, I'll play in it. So 20 was just a number, but 9 is something that hits me a lot. I wear 9 because just I feel like my mom always said I got 9 lives, like a cat, like what's called. I'm always slashing. I'm always going through adversity, but always pushing through. So I feel like I wear 9 for a real reason, just to show my faith and show how strong I've been.
I like that. And with you being 5'11", 215 pounds, it's like you're a mini Ray Lewis out there, because whenever I watched you on the video and everything, you show a sense of tenacity that I like to really see in my football players that I coach, and, and other young men as well. And so whenever I got to ask, what do you feels better, getting a sack or getting an interception? Because I know you have both.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'll just say I'm an all around playmaker. Whatever the ball, wherever I can make a play. And like you said, Ray Lewis is a great player. But it's a new game. These linebackers have to be sideline to sideline, and I feel like my game is different because I'm not only instinctual, but I have speed. I'm quick. I'm able to get around blocks quicker, and I'm able to get around in the perimeter and make open field tackles quickly. And I feel like I can use that, but I feel like just sack, interception. I want an interception. I want the ball in my hands. I want to get the team get the ball back for my team.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
Devin White is one of your favorite football players.
Yes, sir.
Do you see a little bit of Devin White in yourself, or what is it about Devin White that you like so much?
Just watching a lot of Devin White. I watched a lot of his live play, like live NFL play, like on YouTube and stuff like that. Just like him talking like on the mic, but just hearing him, just he's a leader. I'm a leader out there, and I feel like I want to use that in the NFL. Not only just my leadership ability, but just I'm a four-core guy. I'm be able to play every single special teams. I want to be driven on special teams because I want to make plays. Every time I step on the field, I want to be an impactful player. And I feel like Devin White, every time he get on the field, he makes a presence for himself.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, dude. Seriously. Man, you're cooking. Keep going.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to jump in.
Well,
So
I got a quick one for him then. I'll go fast. What's your dish at Chipotle? It's a light question. I just was enjoying
Ooh.
reading I was enjoying reading everything on Draft Diamonds, and that's just a fun
Dude,
one.
we do some research on.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
I mean,
Love.
Chipotle
Okay,
is good.
okay. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in love with. I'm in love with Chipotle, but I probably go with a regular bowl with chicken, black beans, and I kind of keep it light with some lettuce, some cheese, and some little sour cream. That's it. But
Heck
since
yeah,
I've been
man.
down here in Fort
Oh,
Lauderdale, it's a better place I've been around called Fresh Kitchen. There's a lot of people have been around here. A lot of athletes go to it that from our facility. So I just been loving it. Fresh Kitchen is a little bit better than Chipotle.
I haven't gotten to try that. That's unfortunate. Okay, I got a
Yeah.
silly question. Another one. It's a food one. Lifesavers gummies. My wife will, like, with certain candies, she'll take the individual ones out. Do you do that, or do you do what I do and you just eat all of them together?
I take them individually. I can't eat them all together.
I got
he
you.
likes
I
to
got you.
savor the flavors.
Yes, sir.
I got you. I
I love
got
my
you.
gummies though. Yes, sir.
Okay, and then I got one football one, and I'm gonna let Matt cook. What did you I know you're probably gonna do most of this at your pro day, but I wasn't sure if you were clocked. What's your 40 time? Did they get that on you yet, or is that gonna be on your pro day?
I think 4.5.
We're gonna leave it at the pro day, but
Yeah.
I'm aiming for a 4.5. That's what I'm aiming for. But we're gonna leave it at the
Oh,
pro day, and I'm aiming for a 4.5 for sure. But
4.5, man. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay, cool. I got more for you later, but Med's on a roll. So thanks, man.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with the question. In fact, you know what, Isaac, I think it's about time.
Heck yeah.
As a former coach, I have some questions that I'm just burning to ask. Welcome to Coach Med's Hot Seat.
So before I came up here and basically wanted to, I just asked my wife, who does not really, she calls it sports ball. Trust me, when you sit there, she knew that I played back in the day. I played some semi-pro, and you're making it further than I am, and that's why I'm excited to have you on here with Isaac and I. My wife actually asked a question, and I liked it so much, I'm going to ask it first. You get drafted. Congratulations. Who is the first person you're wanting to talk to tell them you've been drafted? Who you want to share the excitement with, whether it's a hug first, phone call, whatever. Who are you talking to first?
I'm talking to the Lord.
There you
I'm
go.
talking to God, Jesus Christ. Just thanking Him for everything, because I feel like I talk to Him every single day, but I want to get my relationship with Him just even deeper. My day-to-day life, every single time I have any free time, I want to be able to talk to Him, just be His best friend. I want Him to connect, because I want to be His son. That's how I feel. But probably talk to God and then talk to my mom.
I like that. I like that. What is one? Okay, so whenever I talk to someone about the first time I ever watched a game of football, whenever you play this is your focus. This is what you love. This is what your passion is. For me, it was when I was a kid and I was 3 years old, and I walked up to my dad to ask him what he was watching on TV, and it was a Bears and Colts game. And I asked what a colt was. I was 3. I didn't know what a colt was. And he was like, it's a horse. I was like, oh, lame. Bears. So I stuck with the Bears ever since. I know you're a Falcons fan, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm a Falcons fan.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. What is your first memory as a kid, and what kind of was like, oh, man, this is football? What was your first memory of football?
Good one.
I was probably like 4 years old. We had this little wagon. I was in Bainbridge, Georgia. All my family members can remember it. When I first saw football, I ran straight to it. I grabbed the football. They said my mom said I grabbed the football, put it cuffed it, went straight to my wagon, and said I wouldn't let go of it for the whole day. I just had it the whole day, and I feel like that memory, it still sticks to me too, because I remember that. And then I still have the wagon to this day. Not the same football, but I still have the wagon, so I understand where I came from.
No,
Dude,
and I feel
love
that.
I
I
love
mean, I still got my little football helmet my dad got me when I was 5 years old, and
Yes, sir.
it's sitting over there. I'll probably break it onto the show in a second, but no, dude, that is
Yeah,
awesome.
you should get it, man. Seriously.
Yeah. So I'm gonna test your metal real quick. You're playing, right? And you're in NFL. A hole opens up and you need to fill it. Who would be one of the running backs that you would like to go toe to toe with, and why?
Necessarily, I don't have a preference. I feel like I just
Whoever.
what's on the lineup. I feel like that's what's on the lineup every single weekend. There's a lot of great backs out there. There's a lot of different backs out there, and power backs, speed backs. You go DeAndre Swift, you could go Derrick Henry. It's a lot of different backs out there. Nick Chubb, but it's different backs. But I feel like just whoever's on the matchup at the end of the day.
I thought you were saying Bijan Robinson. I really
I was gonna
did.
say practice
I was
squad.
waiting for Bijan. I was like, you want it? You're gonna.
It's whatever. Any running back.
He's stopping them. That's all there is to it.
I'm not scared.
So you taught. I know that your work ethic, of course, reading up on your family history and everything. I could see where your mom influenced you and whatnot. What is the biggest strength of your game outside of your work ethic and your versatility? Because I know that you played fullback as well in high school.
Yeah, I can play both sides. I play both sides, but my IQ, that's a big thing. My football IQ, I love the game. I watch a lot of football, and I feel like I know a lot of football through just countless hours and hours and hours of time and preparation. Not only from high school, playing at Collins Hill, which is a dominant 7A school in Georgia, it's SEC of football in Georgia. That's where Travis Hunter came from. And then coming into college, playing at all those D1 schools, I feel like I just have a knowledge of different defensive coordinators. I know a presence, and I know what offense coordinators want to put me in. I know what down and distance, and I know player personnel. I just have a high IQ what the game is, and I have a high feel of the game. I feel like when I get out there, it's only going to take me one or two plays. I'm ready to go.
I like that. And speaking of coaches, what coaches out of your whole career? By the way, my co-host on Shots, he is actually from the Atlanta area too, and he used to talk about Science Hill all the time. So
Yes,
I know about it.
Mm-hmm.
What coach has impacted your game the most in your young career? This is your chance to give a shout out to one.
So many different coaches.
Well, I was going to say you.
Okay, so like young career, college, like, or we looking at like high school?
All time. Let's just say that, who is the one coach where like they sat you down and, you can even go back to Pee Wee football. What is the one coach that you can say that probably impacted your game the most?
Kibo Taylor. Kibo Taylor, he's the sheriff now in Gwinnett County, but just moving him as a young Eagle at Collins Hill. I was 8th grade. I ain't know nobody. I met Kibo Taylor. I think I met him at like the park or something like that. I met him at the park. Ever since then, I started going to his son's facility. I was training, and I was training for like 3 years straight with their facility. And I feel like Kibo Taylor, like he sat me in, he brought me as one of his sons. I feel like he was able to just not only just teach me football, but teach me like just be a man, a high character football player. But I'm not saying a high character man, like I'll say, because just the way he talked to me and the way he went about his day-to-day life, I was able to just see that and reflect it in my life.
That's a great answer.
Great answer, man.
Everyone always really talks about the strength, and as a player, you always know that there are things that you have to work on. So that being said, what do you feel is the weakest part of your game that you feel like you need to work on the most?
I feel like everything. I feel like to be a high caliber player, an NFL player, I feel like you got to work on everything, not just one thing. My game, I feel like I can do it all, but I feel like I need to work on it all. So not only do I know how to rush the passer, not only do I know how to drop in coverage, I can sit in the box and read from guard to guard, but I can move around. I feel like I just need to work on a lot of different things. My speed, could be one attribute. Being able to sit down and learn more football, talk NFL ball. That's been my biggest thing right now. Just learning to adjust to the game and learning what defense coordinators like to do, especially in this game right now. That could be two things, and then the third thing probably just be um, is my overall just agility, just be able to go sideline to sideline. I feel like just be a playmaker. You gotta be able to make plays at all different levels. So I feel like just being flexible could be my last thing I could do.
I like that because you look at today's NFL and everything, and the fact that it is a more of a pass-heavy league right now. I mean, they're starting to bounce back a little bit to the run, especially after seasons like which Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry had, and also Josh Jacobs, but he's a Packer, so I try not to really give him a shout out.
Give him
But
a shout out. Give him a shout out. I like it.
But with what you're saying, like with the versatility that you have, you're going to be extremely valuable to a team because you need speed. The one thing on defense, if you notice it, they're actually getting a little bit smaller, but they're actually getting up there in speed as well. So, I think that you're going to probably have a really good chance. And that's saying, Jomier, 5 years from now, what are we going to hear about with Jomier Augustine?
Pro Bowler, Jomier Augustine.
Yeah, there you go. Like that answer.
Yes, sir.
I got a quick pivot, just really fast. I want to toss this one in. At the Tropical Bowl, did you meet with some NFL teams? And how was that whole process at the Tropical Bowl?
At Tropical Bowl, it was kind of like a blur. I was able to talk to a lot of different teams, like the Ravens, the Colts, the Packers. But when I was talking to them, it was just like little different conversations. But I recently been in contact with the Colts. I had got a little information from them, so that's really been it. But other than that, I've been letting my agent just handle all that right now. My agency.
Like it, dude. Awesome.
Yes, no, yes, sir.
Med, you want to keep cooking? I got some more later.
You go ahead and do your thing real quick. I'll think of some more
okay. All right, cool. Okay, so the Colt, I like that he tossed the Packers in.
Of course.
It's kind of a funny question. Of course I like the Packers. We need another linebacker. I can picture you right next to Edgerrin Cooper. That sounds amazing. He sort of asked you this question, but do you have a favorite, like, let's say it's second or third down? Do you have a favorite, like, play you could make on the field, like tackling the running back on a screen pass? I watched you do that, going and sacking the passer. Like, if you were going to talk to somebody after the game and you could talk about one play from the game, and he kind of asked this earlier, what's your favorite thing that you could possibly do? He sort of asked it, but I was just curious.
Oh. Like he said, I love to get the ball.
Oh yeah.
I did at Carson Newman and I did at Southeastern. But basically, I've tackled the ball carrier. The ball got on the floor, and we returned it for a touchdown. I did that back-to-back years, and I feel like that shows what my presence for the ball is. I'm gonna go get it, and I'm a headhunter.
I love it. Okay, so it's draft. It's April. I forget the date. It's the end of April. NFL draft. Teams calling you up. You're getting drafted. It's anybody but the Falcons. Do you have any preference, or are you just like whoever calls me up and I get drafted? Or is there any team you'd love to play for other than the Falcons?
Any team. Any team. I just want to play. I just want to play. That's it. I feel like I've just been I'm a high character kid, and I feel like whatever team wants me, I'm a low maintenance guy. I'm gonna come in and be a sponge. I'll make sure the locker room is gonna be able to adapt to me because I'm a high character guy and my high hard working ability.
I love it too.
One of the other things that I noticed when I was watching your video, and a lot of people don't really see it unless they've actually done it. Now, this will fold into another question, is I notice how vocal you are on the field. Like, you literally are pointing things out as the play is going on. And, let's just say that someone breaks out in the moment, out into the flat. You're about to tackle them. What what is the feeling that you get when you are able to lay the wood one good time? Like you get that hit, and I was a defensive end. So whenever I got a quarterback sack, it's like, it kind of slows down. You get the tunnel vision, and you're chasing them, and then you get them, and then you're like, I got them. So what is the feeling that you get whenever you have that happen?
I preach this a lot at Southeastern, but we call it the hunt. Like we're gonna go hunt. Like all 11 of us, like on defense. I always preach that every single time we came to practice, and I feel like that came very well throughout the season. We were able to have one of the top 3 defenses in the country, just because of how we approach the game. And I feel like every time you step on the field, you got to hunt, and I use that. So when I'm tracking down running backs, wide receivers, quarterbacks, any different time, I just always love the feeling because I love to hunt. I get that drill and that emotion.
And folks, what he's talking about is like their defense that only gave up 10.2 points per game. So I mean that's very impressive. That's huge. So
and you were second in tackles on your team, 4.5 tackles for a loss, sack and a half, 2 forced fumbles. That's some difference making. Like you're out there balling, man. Seriously, awesome stuff. And on an elite defense.
Man, forcing a fumble, that's a good feeling by itself, because you just laid it on them.
No doubt.
So besides football, is there anything you do to really just let off some steam?
I love to skate.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm a really good skater. I've been skating for the longest, like ever since my parents used to when we were in the military, just moving place to place. I always had to make new friends, so I was like, I was go to skating rink. So I always went to the skating rink every Friday and Saturday night
awesome.
at any different location. I found a skating rink in Fort Gordon, Augusta, and I fell in love with it. It's called Red Wing. I met so many different friends, and still to this day, I still talk to a lot of different friends. But ever since then, I just skate a lot. Me and my brother, we skate too. We skate together.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, that's one thing I could never do. I never had quite the talents for that.
Rollerblading for me, I couldn't. I never was able to do a skateboard ever. So kudos to you.
Yeah. Not skateboard. We rollerblade, but I can skateboard too. But we rollerblade like on four. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there any other sport that you played besides football in high school?
Yeah, in high school I played basketball, and then in middle school I played baseball. Growing up I played soccer. I played every single sport: gymnastics, taekwondo, karate. I did it all.
I was going to say, and I remember the last guy that we talked to, Carl Smith. When I was talking to him, I said that was there anything that you really implemented from that? Because I wrestled too. And I said the main reason why I did it is because, you got to be able to have your hands whenever you are trying to disengage from a block and everything like that. Use your hands, keep them active. And, I asked him, is there anyone that you really took from that as far as like any aspect of what you were doing, like you said, with Taekwondo? I'm pretty sure you have, and applied it to your game.
Yeah, like taekwondo and karate, I take the hand motions, but I use that a lot at linebacker. But I feel like basketball, baseball, just moving side to side, moving your hips, being able to be explosive, coming off the ground, and just, that translated to my game a lot, basketball, because I remember I had to be conditioned. Collinsville has a great basketball team too. They did well coming out. They did, and so I came out and I had to run a mile under 6 minutes. So I was a football player playing basketball at the same time. So I had to be conditioned. So that translated a lot to my game.
That's a big time difference right there as far as conditioning for basketball to football.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
I remember,
man, it's brutal. I used to play so much. Oh man, yeah.
Well,
hey, did you play basketball?
Not organized. I just go down to the rack and then play with guys.
Same,
but
I got you.
Yeah, My dad actually told me I should have played basketball instead of football, but I said, Dad, there's no such thing as a 5'9" power. So I mean, and then
It's
I
fine.
got bigger after high school, so now I'm a 6-footer. But yeah, dude, that's awesome. Have you heard any comps with who the NFL scouts are actually comparing you to in the NFL right now?
It's a lot of different players. One of my biggest right now I'm hearing is Ivan Pace, junior from Minnesota. They were comparing me to him a lot, and a lot of Devin Bush. I've been hearing a lot of Devin Bush. Um,
That's solid right there.
there's a lot of different people, but I feel like I'm a different type of player. I feel like my game speaks for itself, but I'm just a different type of player, and I'm gonna let it prove that.
I like that.
You got a hype song when you go out? Anything that's like, I just heard this was crazy. I just saw something on TikTok. Kobe Bryant, when he played, he would listen to the Halloween theme song over and over and over, which is just like, I love it. But that's Kobe Bryant. I could totally see it. But do you have a hype song you that just gets you going before the game or before practice?
I like to get real mellow, so like, I really go to like
All right.
like Marvin Sapp. Like I really get like real mellow. Like I don't know. Like I like to get real chill. Like on my real good verse. Like good verses. I really don't really get hyped like that until after the game.
I was
When we
gonna
win.
say,
But, yeah.
I could just see everyone like, okay, if you want to like really relax.
Yeah, I tell like a lot of people because like I feel like you got to be to a lot of people you're too tense before the game. That's how they end up just messing up and making bad mistakes. You need to just mellow down and get fully focused on what you got to accomplish.
What is the weirdest pregame tradition you ever seen? Like, everyone has a ritual. I usually went into a dark room and just stayed there and went into my own little place there. I talked to Carl the other day. I said that we used to have this guy that would eat a live cricket before every game. And yeah, live cricket. Like we would go hunt.
That one's still good to me, man. I'm just like, wow, man.
His name was Kelly Gardner. He was he played strong side defensive end, and I was on the weak side. I was a lot faster than he was. And he would literally go have us hunt down a cricket, and we would give it to him, and he would eat it. And I was like, I'd be disgusted, but it's like the train wreck. You're still like, he's really doing this. What is the weirdest thing pregame ritual you ever seen?
I'll probably say it's just like I remember Collinsville, somebody was eating some it was like just like some Laffy Tappies on the couch, but he was like upside down. This was before a game, and he was kind of like with his headphones on. I said, what is he doing? But I just let him be. But that's probably the weirdest thing. I haven't seen no weird things like that though.
Do you have a favorite football moment, either from this year or just one or two of your playing career that stand out? Because I'm weird. Like, I still remember these awesome basketball games I played, or I only played 1 year of high school football. I wish I'd stuck it out, but I have some memories. It's been over 20 years that I still remember. Anything that stands out to you this season or in the past, in high school or college?
Probably my first game back, coming Southeastern, is coming back, transferring in. I had a lot to prove to myself. Not only I just wanted to just go have fun. I came in and I had a great game that first game coming in, and I felt like that set the foundation for our season and what our defense is about. That was one, and my second would probably be my true freshman year when I was at Howard. We played Ohio University. It was like 40,000 fans. I was out there, and I never seen anything like it. So I just strapped it up and I was ready to go. But just getting that feeling, being out there, was one of something I can't ever describe to anybody because you just had to be out there to feel it.
That's a great question.
This is a question, and it's about your faith and everything. And I think I know which one it is because I saw your Twitter account, but what is your favorite go-to Bible verse?
A lot of different ones. I'd probably say my go-to, like, I gotta go with. There's so many different ones. Uh, I probably have to go with.
I guess pretend again.
I was gonna say Philippians, but John 3:16. But it's just so many different ones I can name.
I was going to say, I know that your John 3:16 is actually on your Twitter.
Yeah, I got that one tatted on me, but that's always been my main thing because I feel like you can do all things through Christ. But I feel like the Philippians 4:13 too. That one's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Also, man, I just gotta say this is awesome because I told Carl this, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Like, once I realized for me, I'm hoping, I think your story already is much different. This is like, I love teaching. I'm a teacher, but I almost went to be a sports broadcaster. So getting to do this and having you come on, we've got more questions, but I just want to say, man, I appreciate this. This is awesome. Yeah, seriously. And the fact that dude, I love that you're following your dream and you are right there, man. Seriously, this is awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Peter's awesome. You would love him. He's great. All right, Med, what else you got?
Nothing right at this moment. He did the whole, congratulations, you did it all. So you were talking about the fact that how many defensive coordinators have you actually worked with? Because
I've been through a lot, like 4 or 5. Like just naming Coach Henry at Southeastern. When I was at Howard in my true freshman year, it was Vincent Brown. He played in the league too. They called him the Undertaker. I learned a lot from him. He played linebacker. When I was at Kennesaw, Blake Harrell. He was at Kennesaw, then he's at Eastern Carolina right now, defense coordinator. Let's see. What's another one?
You like Trevor Lawrence? You like Trevor Lawrence from Jacksonville? Dang, dude.
Yeah, but just learn a lot from all the different defense coordinators. Just help me to see this what true football is. It's not just about how fast you are and how what you can do to get to the quarterback. It's about X's and O's. It's about getting different pressures, getting the hot zones, getting the fire zones, showing different offenses, different shells, different looks, and that's the biggest thing to get offense coordinators shy.
Do you like 3-4 or 4-3? Do you have a preference?
I played them both. I could play them multiple, but I like 4-3, 3-4. It really doesn't matter. I can play all of them. 4-2-5. I mean, so it don't matter.
Yeah. 4-2-5 is fun. The Packers just switched to a 4-3, and I liked it better. But it's funny because I'm not. If the NFL keeps reverting back to the running that we saw last year, I feel like you're going to see more teams run a 4-3 instead of a 3-4. But yeah, man, that's good. That's good that you've got experience in all of them because that's just going to help you immensely. What teams are you expecting to be at your pro day? Did you get any? I know that might all be through your agent. So if you don't know, it's no biggie. But did you? Who all do you expect to be at your pro day in a week and a half?
My coach, Coach Watt, said all the different Florida schools. Florida NFL teams. So probably just for sure the Dolphins, Tampa Bay, and Jacksonville for sure. And my agent been talking to a lot of different ones, like the Falcons and the Packers as well, and the Vikings. So just I guess just see what it is. God willing, I'm not really stressed about it. I just know I'm ready to handle business.
I love that you're relaxed about it, man. That's awesome. Seriously. Ned had great advice for Carl Smith, but it looks like you're ready for your pro day. You're ready to go out there and just dominate and make your dreams come true, man. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
So what happens after the pro day for you? Because obviously, I mean, I'm not an NFL player. Is there anything else after that, or is it just the NFL draft? Is there anything else up in your schedule moving forward?
So many local days. I guess a lot of teams want to see me hit the numbers. They've been talking to my agent. There's a lot of different local days I can attend. So it's being able to find those. But other than that, just train. I train with a lot of different players out here right now. But just being around a lot of different NFL players by being consistent day to day life.
Like it, man. You had a 40 goal. Do you have a bench rep goal too? Anything in mind?
20 plus. Try to.
Oh, there you
Yes,
go.
sir.
That'd be, hey man, that'd be pretty good. Seriously, good
Yes, sir.
stuff. I like it.
So, talking about, I was a defensive coordinator. And one of the things I used to tell my players is that one way to actually make your own style is to actually go on YouTube, look up some great players and stuff like that, take pieces of their game and make it your own. Has there been anyone in particular that you really studied as far as middle linebacker or outside linebacker, like a Derek Brooks, or, not necessarily because Ray Lewis was a small guy when he was in college. Then he found the refrigerator and a weight room and got a lot bigger. But like the smaller ones, like Jonathan Vilma, he was a small middle linebacker. Is there anyone that you want to kind of model your game after, as far as that's concerned?
Not necessarily linebacker wise. I know Fred Warner for sure, but I like to change my game. I want to make it more versatile. So I've been watching a lot of Kenny Moore, Derwin James, a lot of different safeties like Jesse Bates. Just being able to see how they flow through the game. I love just seeing them make plays. I feel like I can not only play in the box, but I can play in space. I feel like that's gonna be my attribute right now, just being able to play in space and learning how to make plays and be comfortable doing it.
So when you break huddle and everything, you're watching the offensive line up and everything. Are you watching the eyes of the running back?
No,
There's one.
I'm going straight to my keys. I'll probably go straight to my guards.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one.
All right.
So he's going to ask an inverse of that previous question, both all-time and current. What running back would you not want to have to stop running at you in the hole? It's you and him.
I don't care what running back.
Exactly.
I really don't care what running back.
Very
bring
standard.
Anybody, I promise.
No, I actually, one of my high school teammates, he actually went to the NFL. His name was Greg Jones. He played for the Jacksonville Jaguars for a few years. And one of the things I hated doing was trying to tackle his big ass during practice. I mean, you would sit there and literally he was the guy that you would be sitting there and you're straining and everything. I was a little guy in high school, but I could do what I could do. But then Greg would go in there and literally I just, was sweating out. I put up 275. I'm like, yeah, pumping my chest and everything. He would come in there and just bam, 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 set it down and then walk away. I'm like, come on, Greg, why'd you do this to me? It was like,
I know I've been lifting and I could like get in the gym with either of you guys and I'd be like, I'd bench my, 200 and whatever, and you guys would be like 300, 350.
I hope you get 20 plus though. That would be.
Oh
really
man, that'd
awesome,
be
dude.
sick. 20 plus as a linebacker is a really, really good start, dude. Do you have a vertical goal by any chance?
I really just want to get past 32. I really just want to get as much as I can. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't have any goals right now. I really just want to flat out just shock my pro day. That's really been my goal right now. I really don't care right now.
His goal is to make it, and and really and truthfully, that's the dream. As an old dog talking to a young buck, I hope you make it, man. That's just being 100% on that. You know what? We got a little bit of time. If you want, because I know that you're really big in the Lord, and I know that Peter would probably like this. Before we get out, if you want to hit us with a prayer.
Okay, I hear you with a prayer for sure.
Yeah, by all means. Izac, you got anything else?
No, I got something for him in a second, but it's no more questions. But I want to say I appreciate this dude a lot.
Yeah,
seriously.
dude, you've been amazing. You're an amazing
man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I love how humble you are. I think an NFL team would be blessed to have you, man. Your drive is pretty inspirational, dude. Seriously, and I'm happy Carl sent you our way, man. Seriously, and I hope whether you get drafted or not, man, I'd love to have you back on. Seriously, I want to hear about after your pro days. I think that'd be awesome. And
sure.
After the draft, seriously.
No doubt, yeah, we could definitely connect anytime. Always down, and it's been a blessing. I appreciate y'all for sure.
All
Oh,
right.
we appreciate you getting on here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
You want to? All right, Med, let's do it.
Okay, oh yeah, about the heads. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you just watch all of us and anybody that's watching over this podcast, God. I ask that you just continue to guide us in everything you do. But God, I ask that you just enlighten us with your spirit, Lord, and just get us closer to you because we all want to feel your love and what it truly means to be around you, God. And I ask that you do this in Heavenly Father and do this in Heavenly name. In Jesus' name, you pray. Amen.
Amen.
And I hope the Packers draft you, man. I hope the Packers draft you. Sport coin. Look at that. Nice.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, there you go.
Sir.
that pretty much does it. Okay. What's your favorite Little Debbie snack?
Oh, there we go.
I hate like I ain't gonna lie, but I stay away from I stay away
really?
from
Good for you, man.
Is there so you stay away from sweets in general besides gummies?
Yeah, I love my gummies. My girlfriend bought me a lot of gummies, but I love my gummies. But I stay away from a lot of that. I'm on like a good diet, good weight management right now.
So just to let you know, and I know that the Lifesaver gummies are really good, but the Skittle ones, I'm telling you right now, dude, they're magic. Like they're
wait. Skittle what?
Skittle gummies. Skittle gummies. They actually have a Skittles.
I didn't know they had Skittle gummies. I didn't know they had Skittle gummies right there.
Oh, dude, I'm like, I'm over in South Carolina, so I know Georgia has these, and so Skittle gummies. I'm gonna tell you right now, they hit, and it is just unreal. You gotta try them at least once. One day you have your cheat day. Just go down to the Circle K, buy you a pack of Skittle gummies, and you'll be like, man, Coach May got it.
No doubt. I got you.
So
I got one more. The Sour Patch. My wife got these Sour Patch lemonade. Lemonade flavor, and that was so good.
Okay.
Those are. I'm a big sour dude. I like Sour Patch. Mike and Ike's when they used to make the Sours. Now they just make the Mike and Ike's sours. It's like the same thing. But okay, I got one last one for you. It's a fun one. Do you have any like inspirational sports movie or like montage you watch? Like, I know it's corny, but I just like, I probably watched The Last Dance like 25 times. I used to watch it when I worked out, which I know is ridiculous, but I love Michael Jordan. But I get into Remember the Titans and Rocky, and there's a lot of sports movies I like to watch. Is there anything like that either just gets you going or just you enjoy?
Like you're saying, Remember Titans. I love Denzel Washington. That's one of my favorite actors. But him, just how he went about that whole movie just showed me like you can't play around with football, and it's a grown man's game. So that Remember Titans, that always hit homes with me, and I love watching that one.
There it is.
I'm not even going to answer that one. I'm not going to do it. Matt, did you like Denzel in Gladiator 2 last night, though? I know you watched it.
It was actually really good. I do recommend watching Gladiator 2 if you're into that sort of like we're into movies too. But but Gladiator 2, I think it's up there with Gladiator 1. To be honest,
me too. I loved it. Watched it twice in theaters.
Like Jamar, I mean, like he said, Denzel. I like Denzel. I like him in the Book of Eli, actually.
I learned the Book of Eli. I love that one. That's a good one.
That's one of my favorite movies right there. So,
American Gangster's a good one with him too. Obviously, Training Day. But one with I haven't seen with him is the one with Ray Allen. I need to watch it. The basketball movie. I can't remember the name of it. All of a sudden, I don't know why it's not in my brain. Yeah, that's it. Yes, I've watched a lot of Denzel movies, but that's one that's on my list.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, Remember the Titans. Him as a coach, man, that's the best. Seriously,
for sure.
And just because it's full circle and everything, and this will be my last one for real. After your playing days are over, have you ever thought about going into coaching?
I get that a lot too, the coaching. For sure. I always want to give back to the youth, for sure. I always felt that, especially with training too. I always wanted to be a trainer too. I really just want to let God take his plan and what he wants me to do. at the end of the day. And I really don't want to force anything. I just want to just keep the faith and just keep pushing whatever I have right now in my face.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I want to say thank you for helping us reach our dreams too, like Carl, because my dream is to bring as many players on the show as I can. And man, I just hope you get to play ball as long as you possibly want to, as long as your body allows. And I good luck at your pro day, man. You got this. You're gonna do amazing. Seriously.
For sure. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Can you remind everybody really quick where your socials are? And last question, it's about your pro day. Is it going to be streamed anywhere, or if you can send me the stuff after? But will it be live broadcast? Where can people find that?
Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out if we can find like a live broadcast, but for sure, I'm definitely gonna get some footage. I'm gonna have my cameraman out there for sure. But it's March 28th. Should be at 11 a.m. I'm gonna definitely give a shout out on Twitter just to double check, make sure everybody's on the same page. I'm probably like next week, just put that out there on Twitter for everyone to see, give an announcement. But you can still follow me at official Jomier on Twitter and King Jomier on Instagram.
Hey, and if you send it to me on Twitter, I'll blast it. And if you send it to me on Instagram, I've got some groups I can blast in too. So yeah,
Okay.
just if there's no live feed, just send it to me after, and I'll blast it everywhere.
Okay, I got you for sure.
Thanks, man. Med, you got anything else?
No, that pretty much does it. I'm working on some other things in the background to know all that. So I mean, other than that, everything is.
You got anything else with I'm not doing fun football this week. I'm taking a break. I might do some mock drafts, but you got anything else for shots this week?
Well, I'm gonna try to get a video out that basically I'm waiting for free agency to really kind of calm down. I mean, it's pretty much there, so I got to put some work in and redo everything. Yeah, exactly. Aaron Rodgers, is he going to the Giants or is he going to the Steelers? Who knows? But he should just retire.
Heard that rumor that he'd rather retire than go to either of those teams. Isn't that crazy? He wants to play for Minnesota, and the rumor is if Minnesota doesn't take him, I made a YouTube video on this last night, that he might retire instead of sign with the Giants or Steelers.
Well, I mean, the only reason why he wants to go to Minnesota is because he knows he can play the Packers twice a year. I mean, that's just really what it is. He's a very angry person, and he wants to get back at the team that he felt betrayed by. That's all it is. I mean, and if I was him, I mean, I'd take a real good hard look at the Steelers because, I mean, you do have Pickens there and you got DK Metcalf that just got in that ridiculously awesome contract for him. Congratulations, DK. You made it again.
Yeah.
So. Oof.
So he's a Bears fan. Just so you know, Ned is as well. So this is
obviously
when we don't have players on, we trash talk each other. Obviously, I mean, on a wall, I've got posters on my shirt.
I mean, he's got toilet paper all around him.
But I still, even though he's mean to me, I'm just kidding. I give him crap all the time. We still love each other. So, but Peter's a great guy too. He just, they got to get their licks in, Jomier, because the Bears had lost 11 straight to the Packers. It'd been all.
Do you really want us to talk about Caleb's crib?
Because he won his one game. One game.
Hey, he's 100% winning percentage in Lambeau Field right now.
I want to see you guys not be off-season champs for once. I want to see you win some games in the regular season.
Oh, we're going to win a couple. We're going to win 2 against the Packers. So let's just go.
You might win 2 against Minnesota. I don't know about 2 against us. Good luck with that.
Let me see. Anyway, folks, thanks for having us on here. Thank you for letting us be a part of your day and everything. We'll be back next week. Are we coming back next week?
Yeah, we got Mike next week. Mike Essen.
We're going to be talking about all-time quarterbacks. So I'm going to let my age shine through. It's all good. So anyway, everybody have a wonderful night, and we'll see you on the other side.